Yes, people, how are we doing? Good evening and welcome back to AIN Sports for the Premier League Game Week 7 preview. We've got a big game this week, Liverpool versus Chelsea. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about United, Arsenal. We're going to talk about City as well and the rest of the Mandem. But speaking of the Mandem, we've got Josh and Jack in the building. Obviously, the legends that are here for the Premier League show as per usual. How are we doing, lads? You good?
I'm doing fine, mate. First day back at uni today. Hopefully, this time next year, I'll be graduated and AN Sports will be well over 1K subscribers. And Jack, we'll start that YouTube channel. You'll be entering third year and we'll be chill.
Yeah.
And Arsenal would have won the Premier League hopefully this time next year. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah.
But anywho, make sure you guys on the way and hit the like button. Make sure you guys sub to the channel. We're trying to get to 500 subs. It is my birthday in a few days. We're trying to get to 500 subs by then. Obviously, we're not there yet. We're getting ever so closer. We're trying to get ever so closer. People, 42 subs away from 500. Let's get there, people. It'd be a lovely birthday present to get to 500 subs. So, but yeah. But anyways, lads. I mean, Chelsea, Liverpool. To start the weekend, it's going to be a big game. It's going to be an interesting one, obviously, because Liverpool, they're winless in 2 away games now, and Chelsea are winless in 4 Premier League games now, or 3 Premier League games now. Is it 3 Premier League games now? Yeah, 3 Premier League games now. Big up to you, Jordy. Big up to you, bro.
Got Jordy in chat. Fair play.
Away the lads.
Big ups.
Away.
Big ups.
Away. Man says
Away the lads.
Away the lads.
Big ups to the Geordies.
Big up to you. Big up to you, man. But anyway, we're trying to get to 500 subs, guys. Big up to Adam Partridge every single time. Big up to you, my guy. Hope you're well. Hope you guys are all good. But yeah. Anyways, Josh or Jack, any of you want to kick these off with the Liverpool Chelsea preview? Just quickly preview. Yeah, don't need to talk about the game yet. Like, don't need to preview the predictions yet. You know what I mean? Just get the game preview out of the way.
Well, these are two sides in very inconsistent form at the minute. Obviously, you mentioned earlier, Akab and Liverpool have lost their last 2 away games, i.e. their last 2 games. A last-minute defeat to Crystal Palace and a 1-0 defeat to Galatasaray courtesy of the Osimhen penalty. Chelsea, on the other hand, they've had a traumatic Premier League month of September. They conceded a last-minute equaliser away at Brentford. They lost, I think. Yeah, they lost at Old Trafford, down to 10 men after 5 minutes. And then they were 1-0 up against Brighton, get sent down to 10 men, and then they concede 3 goals in the last 15 or so minutes and lose the game against Brighton. A team that they've completely stripped for parts over the last 3 years under the Clear Lake era. So it's been very poor, factoring their form in other competitions. They beat Benfica thanks to an own goal. They did well to grind that out result. They did to grind out that result, I should say. But they lost to Bayern. May have been expected, but there were quite a few error-string mistakes in there. And they were very lucky to get past Lincoln in the Carabao Cup. So Chelsea will be really looking to bounce back in front of their fan base at Stamford Bridge. Like I said, they beat their old mentor in Jose Mourinho in the Champions League. They want to build on that. Now, I've been saying since the beginning of the season, Chelsea, out of the quote-unquote big 6 sides, have got by far the easiest fixture list to start off the season. Hence why I thought they'd be right in the title running until about December time. Yeah. However, that doesn't look like that's going to be the case. I think they've picked up 1 point out of a possible 9. It just hasn't been good enough. And they really need to bounce back. As do Liverpool. I mean, for all the talk of champions, they've got results under the bag until the last 2 games, but their performances have left a lot to be desired. They're going to want to bounce back at Stamford Bridge. This fixture last season ended in a 3-1 win, albeit Liverpool were already champions. So, listen, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a massive game for both teams. Both teams are desperate to bounce back. Hence why I believe it's going to be a great game of football.
Jack?
Yeah, going off what Josh said, like, obviously this is a big game, absolute classic, particularly back in 2014 less said about that match, the better for Liverpool fans' sake. Oh, Gerrard slipped and Derek Barr's in there.
Keep talking about it. Keep talking about it.
Anyway, like
It warms
it's
my
also
heart.
a big game in like the 2009. I think no, was it 2009 or 2010? So like running for the title where I think
2002.
Gerrard also passed it back and then Drogba got on the end of it, and that helped Chelsea win the title. So like this is a big classic game. Oh, sorry, I forgot about the Luis Garcia ghost goal, if you will, back in 2005 in the knockout stages of the Champions League. But yeah, this hopefully will be a good game. No sort of Fugazi bullshit, as I termed in a group chat during the Arsenal game last weekend. Hopefully it's a good game. Salah and Joao Pedro show why they should be starting for Chelsea and being absolute stalwarts of them. Sorry,
Yeah.
Salah doesn't need to prove that because he's a legend for Liverpool, but Joao Pedro, considering he was bought for like 60 million euros, needs to start hitting ground running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to quickly bring this back up. I did forget to talk to you guys about FPL because the deadline is literally in 10 minutes. So I do want to talk about FPL real quick before we get back to the predictions and the preview. What have you guys done for your team this week? And obviously, you want to give the audience an idea of what might be a good option, viable option for this weekend as well.
Well, Akvin, I said off camera, Dewsbury Hall is suspended, so I had to take him out. Granit Xhaka was only £5 million on FPL, which I thought was crazy. He's one of the most informed midfielders in the game, according to FPL, as well as in real life. So I think only for £5 million, I think that's an absolute steal. I've still got 0.2 million in the bank for future transfers. But yeah, I had to take Dewsbury Hall out. We've seen some of his bookings in the Premier League, absolutely idiotic. I mean, from the referee's point of view. Darren England, for example, at Anfield. Why he was booked for taking a quick free kick, I'll never know. But that means I've managed to get Xhaka in my team. So I guess it all works out for me. Hopefully it does. And yeah, that's the only change I've made to my team so far. Haaland's also my captain as well, has to be. The guy's in a very rich vein of form, but isn't he always?
Yeah. Jack?
Only change I've actually made this week is take Stones out for Munoz because John Stones has been having an absolute stinker for me in my team, just coming off a bench and whatnot. Didn't even feature last week for Man City against Burnley, so that's the only change I made. I need to also quickly change who I'm captaining or vice captaining because I'm probably going to vice captain Semenyo just because he's in a relatively rich vein of form. He's got 4 goals in the league thus far. Scored a banging free kick against Leeds last week, and that's the only change I made. How about you, Akavin?
I'm putting Guehi in for Steve right now. I'm removing Steve and putting in Guehi. I know Steve is a very, very cheap option, but for 0.8 more, does it really change anything much? You know what I mean? I could really I could save up money, but I have like 1.1 million saved up right now. I'm thinking about transferring out Steve just alone and bringing in Guehi because I think Guehi is like the most viable option. I think Guehi is a very, very good center back. I think he gets a lot of the I think he gets a lot of points as well. Obviously last week I think he got like what have a look real quick. He got about 7 points last week. Total points this season already 43 points for a center back. That is quality. For a price of about 4.8 million as well, I think that's a steal. That is an absolute steal. Him and Van de Ven are the biggest steals of a center back you can possibly get in FPL. I think them two are one of the best center backs for price for prices. But yeah, I think Guehi is the best option. You obviously could go for Konza as well. You could maybe go for a cheap option like Liverpool, but he's injured. I don't think he's unless he's suspended. He's injured. I just saw actually. So yeah,
he is.
so we could bring him in, but he's going to be injured. Obviously, you have Matty Cash as well, 4.6 million and not many players have him as well. A good viable option. You have Lacroix as well from Crystal Palace, and you have Oleana, but he's not fit. I think Joachim Anderson, decent players. You have decent options there, but like I said, the best option there is Guehi, and I think that's the best move we could possibly go for. So I'm gonna make Guehi as my I'm gonna bring him on. I don't know who I will play him for. I'm thinking between. I'm thinking to maybe play him instead of Kukurea. I don't know. Could that be an option? Kukurea instead? Because Kukurea is playing Liverpool. Don't forget, he's playing Liverpool, so it's going to be tough to play. It's going to be tough to keep a clean sheet unless Liverpool has an absolute stinker in front of him. Or he just goes and, you know what, concedes a goal, but goes and gets a last-minute assist or a last-minute winner out of nowhere and gets all the points in the world for his contributions as well. So that's one thing. Because this season, like I've mentioned before many times, defensive contributions is a massive factor in the season. And it has been added as well. So you could possibly look at maybe, adding a defensive contribution player. So Guehi is one of those players that adds a lot of contribution. But then again, Palace away at Everton, it's not going to be an easy game. Crystal Palace, like I said, us three, we hardly give Palace enough credit for what they are and what they've been for the last 18 games. Unbeaten in 18. Oliver Glass has done an amazing job with Palace. It's hard to not give credit to them, you know what I'm trying to say. But anywho, I will get back to that in just a few minutes. But guys, any more options you guys want to talk about? Any more viable options?
Well, me personally, I haven't really scouted the FPL market for cheap options and whatnot. I know you mentioned Esteve is cheap from Burnley. I mean, if anyone's struggling with their centre back options out there, he seems like a very good shout. Especially with the likes of Gabriel possibly not playing at the weekend. Obviously, Livramento is out injured. If you have any of those two players, you don't want to risk it at all. Get Esteve in. But that's the extent of the tips I can get out there, I suppose.
My bad, 19 games. So it's almost 20. Almost 20 games. For a club like Crystal Palace to go unbeaten in 19 games is something we've never ever spoken about before. If they would have started off last season with Oliver Glasner, no, they did. Excuse me, they did.
They did, yeah.
But imagine they would have gone unbeaten in 19 last season from the start. Where could they have finished? Top 4? Are we talking top 4, top 5? Because that is a form of a top 5 team, if we're honestly speaking. So yeah, consider Crystal Palace players. Consider players from Bournemouth as well. Cheap options, but are very good against a lot of points. Fulham, not really many players I can really think of apart from Munoz. Muniz, excuse me, not Munoz.
Yeah.
Muniz from Fulham. And obviously Everton, you have the likes of NDI, Jack Grealish. You have the likes of, who's their left back? Is it Tarkov?
Mikolenko?
Mikolenko. Thank you. Mikolenko. Another good shot as well. So that could be one. Obviously, captain. You guys are good captain. Obviously, Erling Haaland. You've got a captain Erling Haaland at this rate. Not unless you want to think something else. But I ain't gonna say anything otherwise. But yeah, a certain another player in the team was captain instead of Haaland by somebody, not by me, somebody. I'm not gonna say who. I think you might know him very, very well.
Less said the better.
Less said the better.
Wait, are you talking about Toki lad?
Maybe. No, not Torquay. No.
Oh, are you talking about me?
No. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no.
Actually,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Why? I'm Captain Jokeres. What's bad about that?
Oh, you captain Jokeres. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you captained DI.
I captained him last week. No, but I switched it to Jokeres and made my vice captain Semenyo.
This week is Jokeres your captain for this week?
Yeah.
Then I like it.
I need to double check. To be fair,
You need to
because
make sure you
deadline's
confirm
coming up.
captain. Yeah, you need to make sure you confirm captain. Not like you click and then it doesn't confirm. Like Josh.
Yeah, I have confirmed. I have confirmed on here. Down there, it says Captain Gyökeres, Vice Captain Semenyo. So yeah, we're all good.
Who's your bench at the moment? Who's your bench?
Bench is Areola, Kirkes, Grealish, and McAllister. No, not McAllister. Bowen.
Bowen's a shout.
Wait. I'm going to bench McAllister because he's shit. Well, he's not shit, but he's not been getting any points.
Fair enough. I don't blame you. But yeah, Cucurella is one I'm looking at. I'm keeping an eye on. Be like, if he has a stinker this week, next week he plays. Oh, week after week next. Sorry, excuse me. Fucking, I can't even talk. After next week, he plays Forest away. That's gonna be hella tough, man. Forest away is gonna be a tough game. Sunderland at home.
Well, will Forest be tough with Ange?
It
doesn't look like it's so far.
It's still a tough ground to go to, regardless of who the manager is. It's still gonna be a really tough ground to go to. I mean, Nuno's got them playing some really good football, but then again, they sacked him. So now they're gonna go for another win for Ange Postecoglou, Big Ange. But yeah, I'm really considering between Esteve and what do you call, and Guehi.
Esteban Guehi, yeah.
I'm still unsure. I'm still unsure what to do. But at the moment, my team's still the same, aside from just the one player. Aside from maybe I'm trying to sell Esteve for Guehi, but then again, Guehi's like, is it worth bringing Guehi in? Because I don't know if he starts. And the only thing is, Gabriel, does he start this weekend?
I'll be honest. I'd say just like if you're feeling like Guehi isn't going to start, he will. Trust me, he will. Like he's been relatively well for me thus far this season, but rest of my team's been stinky thus far. But yeah, Voltamada is a good shout as well. To be fair, Voltamada is definitely a good.
Yeah, Gordon's got back on the score sheet as well.
You've got 2 minutes, so you got to think fast, man. Think fast. Gordon or Voltamada, you got to think fast, but you got 2 minutes.
Yeah, Gordon did well in midweek against Union Saint-Gilloise in Belgium. I think he got braces. I think, yeah.
Yeah, braces penalties if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, well, goal is a goal. Doesn't matter if it's a penalty. Oh yeah. Isidore, and also on the comment that Ackerman was making about Bournemouth players, Senesi is a good shout. I'd say Senesi is definitely a good shout. Or Truffert.
And Anthony Robinson's coming back to full fitness. So when Ackerman was talking about Fulham players, Anthony Robinson's a good defensive shout as well.
He's a good shout. He's a very 100%. But yeah, Guehi in for Steve. Done. Ismail Assar, another good shout. Ismail Assar is another good shout. By the way, I think the last time Ismail Assar scored against Liverpool, they've lost against an Ismail Assar team. Watford.
Yeah. Against when he was playing for Watford, he got a brace if I recall. In that match.
Should I start Guehi or should I start Cucurella? What's the option?
Guehi
over Cucurella?
Palace.
Everton.
Yeah. They're more likely to keep a clean sheet against Everton than Chelsea are against Liverpool. Yeah.
I'd say it's a lesser risk. It's a lesser risk of two players. Lesser two people, so like Shabang, but hey.
Haaland captain, done. So I have Cucurella there as my first bench option in case Gabriel doesn't play. Guehi, I'm gonna play that. But anyways, guys, that's the FPL deadline in just literally 1 minute, guys. So confirm your teams, wrap that up. We're gonna move on back to the games. Chelsea versus Liverpool. Obviously we previewed the game. Look, Chelsea in the last 2 games, when I watched Chelsea Brighton, like I mentioned before last week, discipline issues with Chelsea. It seems like a disciplinary issue. Chelsea seems to be getting all these red cards out of nowhere, and then like they're still getting some results. They beat Benfica away. Excuse me. But then again, second yellow card. They got that João Pedro sent off. Before Sanchez got sent off, and then last week,
Chalobah.
Chalobah got sent off. So Chalobah is going to be suspended for this weekend. Chalobah is you know what it is. I'll say it again. It wasn't his fault for the goal. It wasn't his fault because you got to the red card because you got to give it to
Esteban.
Santos the back pass. I think it was
Santos. Yeah, sorry, yeah, my bad.
Andre Santos that made the back pass. So you can't really blame Chalobah in that sense because obviously he was left with one man to defend. And what could you do about that? So yeah, but then again, they lost to Brighton, they lost to United, drew to Brentford, and then they lost to Bayern. They beat Benfica and beat Lincoln. So in their last 6 games, they've won 2, lost 3, and drew 1. So that's not good. That's not good form considering how much money Chelsea has spent this summer. They need to get off this rough patch and they need to get a result against Liverpool. If they win against Liverpool, it'll be a statement because, and I'm sure you guys will need it as well because if Chelsea do get the win against Liverpool, that would mean that if Arsenal do beat West Ham, you guys go top for the weekend.
Well, we played before Liverpool do, so we'd be top anyway. So the incentive would be on them.
That's what I mean. Unless obviously you guys do something crazy and drop points, which is something.
That is, it's not crazy. Trust me.
That's not crazy. Definitely not.
No, I mean to be fair with you, it is West Ham at home, and you guys should be beating them. To be fair, it's not like one of those games where I'm thinking that Arsenal will struggle. It's one of those games where Arsenal need to win. It's more of a must-win for you guys than it is for other teams. But I think obviously Arsenal this weekend playing West Ham. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But Chelsea, Liverpool. I watched the game against Galatasaray, man. They look awful. They look like this. They look disoriented as a team. But that's where I think maybe Slot needs to make a few changes. Needs to make a few, he needs to make a few tweaks to the system. I think he needs to sub off Wirtz. I think Wirtz had a really bad game against Galatasaray. I think who else had a bad game? Isak's the only one that's really trying in that team. If you look at Isak, he's the only one that's really moving in that team. He's the one that's trying to create. Isak's the one that they need to look at and be like, wow, all right, I'm looking at Isak this weekend, but I need to worry about him. Salah was dropped. He didn't start against Galatasaray. Ekitike, obviously he was suspended for the weekend game last week. But then again, they will need him back this weekend, and having him back this week is a massive boost for Liverpool. They can take it up front, who has been performing so well this season for them. But yeah, I can't lie to you. It could go either way. This game could go either way. Both teams are in bad form. Chelsea winless in 3, Liverpool winless in 2. It could go either way. What do you guys think of the game? And obviously, give more of your preview, and we'll get predictions out of the way.
Well, we obviously spoke about it earlier. You said it best, Akoven. Slot needs to tweak his system somewhat because I know the results have mainly been positive, but the performances have been anything but. And I think Carragher said it best on CBS Sports. You need to
Alisson's out as well, so that could be a huge blow.
Yeah.
For Liverpool. He's been one of the best players in the last 2 games. Alisson saved them big time.
He has.
From a lot. And Josh, you obviously watched the Galatasaray game. You would have known that Alisson was man of the match. But sorry, bro, continue. Me to cut you off there.
No, you're completely correct, Akoven. I mean, Alisson missing will be a big blow. Although I can't pronounce his name,
Mamadashvili.
Got it right. Yeah. Apparently he's a pretty decent keeper. So
he is.
For Liverpool's sake, he should be doing quite well anyway. But yeah, Akoven, Jamie Carragher said it best. I'm sure you and Jacques have heard it. He said that Slot needs to revert back to the system he played last season. Get back to stop putting Szoboszlai at right back. Put Conor Bradley there. Have a midfield 3 of Gravenberch, McAllister, and Szoboszlai. Have Salah, Ekitike, Gakpo up front. Obviously, last season would have been Nunez or Jota or whatever.
Yeah.
Ekitike is now their starting striker. Obviously, Isak still doesn't look completely match sharp yet. And Kirkes needs to be dropped as well because he's been shocking so far. Yeah. Put Robertson back in there. He's more reliable. He's more defensively solid. And yeah, obviously with Mamadashvili in goal, I think that's still a solid team and more than enough to get something out of Stamford Bridge and return Liverpool back to the top of the Premier League table. As for Chelsea, listen, they really need to bounce back as well. Look, both of these sides are teams that need to bounce back, which is why I think it will be such a good spectacle to watch. And Chelsea versus Liverpool have brought us some brilliant games down the years. And hopefully tomorrow or Sunday will be exactly the same. But yeah, I'll hold it on to Jack now.
Jack, come on, bro.
Really good point from Josh there about like both teams need to get back into form and whatnot. Like hopefully with Mamadashvili, who's been at Valencia for the past few years, hopefully if he performs well, his stops will rise and good competition for Alisson as well. Considering he is, I'm not sure how many years his junior Mamadashvili is to Alisson, but he's I think 26 or so or 25. Don't quote me on that, but he's essentially like Liverpool's next goalkeeper for the next 10 years or so, give or take. If say Alisson leaves in like the next 2 years or so, obviously like Liverpool need to get back into form. They need to win this game, obviously, to keep their margin of being 2 points clear in the table. If Arsenal are to drop points at West Ham, which could happen based off the past two matches at home, which they've lost by an aggregate of 3-0. And yeah, this has to be a good match. This can't be like the 0-0 from like 2 years ago at the start of the season. Like that. I can't remember much from it, but yeah, it was a bit of a crappy match. But yeah, hopefully for Josh's sake, Akavin's sake, and my sake, hopefully Chelsea win it. But we'll see.
A draw wouldn't be bad, actually, if you think about it. You have the better goal difference anyways. You have the better goal difference. If you guys draw, if they draw, you guys win, you're top. So a draw wouldn't be bad as well, because then if Chelsea win, they will be 2 points behind you. That's another thing. So you guys might need a draw. I think a draw is best for Arsenal, if you ask me. Obviously, a loss would be fair as well, because then obviously you guys would jump ahead of. You guys would go back to the same points difference as you are right now with Chelsea. But then again, it's the 1 point deficit that you guys have with Liverpool. But also the goal difference is the factor for Arsenal. So if Liverpool do drop points some of the time, and then you guys continue your win streak, then you guys have the goal difference ahead of Liverpool. So that's one advantage already you have over them. It's just the points that they have better than you at the moment. But then again, that's the topic we'll say for the Arsenal game. I think we'll just go to predictions now if you guys want, or unless you have any more to say about the game.
Not much else to say. I don't know much about Chelsea's squad. I stopped keeping up with their squad after 2022 when Clearlake and Bowley went Super Saiyan on the transfer market.
And then
so I don't know.
They had like 3 or 4 buses for a team.
Yeah, mate. Honestly, I cannot keep up with their squad. So yeah. I am not too sure who's injured for Chelsea. I'm not too sure who's unavailable for Chelsea. I'm hoping Guyu gets some minutes.
I have him on. Yeah, by the way.
I have him on my bench as well. 4.3 million. I probably should have transferred him before the show started, but you know.
It's fine.
Anyway, yeah. But yeah, in terms of predictions. Sorry?
I have my 4th option on the bench though. He's like, aside from the goalkeeper, obviously he's the 4th option.
Yeah, fair enough. But in terms of predictions, I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. I think it will be chaotic. I think it will be hectic. Take your minds back to January 2022.
Yeah.
That thriller. I reckon it'll be something like that. And at the end of the day, that's what we watch the Premier League for entertainment like that. I think Palmer will score a penalty. Caicedo will get sent off for shin kicking in the last 10 minutes. And yeah, Liverpool will feel like 2 points dropped because they'd lose the lead, I should say, from a winning position.
I just want to back up what Josh said in terms of like the players are out, because obviously Colwell's out up until April of next year. Tosin Adebayo currently has a calf injury. Chalobah's out because I assume it was actually a 2-game. No shit. Sorry. No, he's out for this game because he got sent off last week. My bad. Fofana concussion injury, and Andres Santos has a muscle injury. Palmer's out as well. So like the Santos and Palmer out until mid-October. Then Asu goes out, thigh injury. The guy they brought in from Sporting Club de Portugal, and Delap's still out up until mid-November. It's saying thigh injury or like muscle injury. I can't remember what it said. So like I'm looking at Fotmo's predicted lineup. They're saying like Achiampong's going to start alongside Badiashile in a central defense, and then it's like Lavia, Caicedo, Esteval, Enzo, Fernandez, Pedro Neto, Joao Pedro, and then Reece James, Cucurella at fullback, and then Sanchez in goal. But yeah, I think 1-1 draw. I'm going to say 1-1 draw. Joao Pedro and Szoboszlai to score. Yeah.
So you're saying 2-1 Liverpool?
No, 1-0. Yeah.
I'm going to go with a 2-1 Chelsea win. I have a feeling that Chelsea, after that win against Benfica, it might just get them back into form again. Obviously, with the 2 losses that they've had in the Prem. They're winners in 3 games in the Prem, by the way. So this game is a statement. If they can win this game, that's a statement for Chelsea. I think Chelsea, like I said, they need to win this game to provide a statement, because they dropped points to Brentford. They lost to Man United, and then they lost to Brighton, obviously with 2 red cards in a row, and then Chelsea dropped points to Brentford away. They're South London rivals, Southwest London rivals.
West.
Southwest, yeah, Southwest, yes.
No. Brentford's in West. It's not Southwest.
Chelsea is in Southwest 6.
No, Chelsea's technically still part of West London. Chelsea's
West London, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but the road they're on is called Southwest 6.
Nah. It's
Even
if like the
road
postcode's
names
like
are
Southwest,
possible.
it's West London.
But fair enough. West London is fair. But yeah, they're West London rivals. Excuse me. But yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But I think Chelsea will just about edge it. Liverpool in their last 2 games, they look like they've dropped a bit. I won't be surprised if Liverpool go there with a win, but I have a feeling Chelsea will win 2-1. Just like last week, Palace. I think I agree with you guys. I said Palace win. Did I say Palace win 2-1, or did I say Liverpool? Or did I say Liverpool win 2-1? I think, if not mistaken.
Can't remember.
I think I said Liverpool win, but even then, I have a feeling it'll be last week's game. I think Chelsea will win 2-1. I think Joao Pedro will bag, and I think Enzo Fernandez. Why not? Enzo Fernandez. 2-1 Chelsea. We're gonna move on to the next game. Make sure you guys obviously hit the like button as you are going across the video. Make sure you guys sub as well. We're trying to get to 500 subs, guys. On the road to 500 subs. And if you're enjoying the Premier League content, make sure you guys do hit the notification bell, because we are live every single Premier League game week. Before every single Premier League game week. Obviously, there is a Premier League game in just about an hour and 15 minutes. Bournemouth against Fulham. So that's why we're doing the preview a little bit early today. Obviously with the FPL as well. That's why we had to confirm our teams. So yeah, 45 women's gonna spank Chelsea. I hope so. But I don't know. We shall see. Big up to you, Twisted Fate. Big up to you, my guy. But yeah, Arsenal West Ham. Or you want to talk about Leeds Spurs first? What's the bigger game? I think it's gonna be Arsenal West Ham, isn't it? London derby.
Go ahead,
Jack. Start?
Well.
Wow. Read the game first.
We have lost our last 2 home games, as I mentioned earlier, against West Ham. Early in the year, we lost Bowen when Miles Lewis-Skelly was sent off, even though, I'll just be honest, Mohamed Kudus was wrestling with him, actually pulled his shirt, I think, and the ref didn't see that. But hey, I digress. It was, pardon my French, a shit game. And then obviously the other match which we lost to them at home, Bowen and Souček scored in that match, I believe, and the ball just about stayed in during that. during Souček's goal, if I recall. Also, no. It was Souček and flipping Mavropanos. That's who it was. My bad. And Mavropanos didn't celebrate. Yeah. You know about that match, Josh. That was a shite game.
Ended up costing us the league in a way.
Yeah. So same with Fulham match, but I digress. We'll discuss that the next time we face Fulham. In terms of previewing the match. Anyway, regardless, West Ham obviously they're in a shit run of form. They brought in Nuno Espirito Santo earlier in the week to replace Graham Potter, who needs to go back to Ostersund's because he is a dog shit manager. No
Beat
offense.
us when it was Ostersund's fan.
Yeah. But
we were 3-0 up in the first league.
Yeah, but he's a shit manager. I'll just be honest. Like, okay, like they beat us last season, but like, what's the old saying? Like, you can't polish a turd. You can't polish a turd. That's what I'd like to talk about in terms of Graham Potter. But regardless,
Kevin,
we should win this match. We should win this match. Genuinely, like the amount of money that has been pumped into this team, like we cannot afford to drop points in this match. We can't afford to do that because
You can.
we were 5 points behind Liverpool last week, and then obviously they lost to Palace, and then we were shitting ourselves against Newcastle, and then luckily we came back to win 2-1. But like, we need 3 points. Every game for the rest of the season is a must win. It's just basic standards. It's just basic standards, and if we can't get 3 points from this, then it's both on Arteta and the team who have shat themselves. Yeah. Anyway, I'll pass on to Josh.
Well, my big annoyance with this game is that Nuno Espirito Santo. Yes, Sashaba. My annoyance is that Nuno Espirito Santo.
The rest of you, we don't care.
Nuno Espirito Santo as Nottingham Forest manager. I mean, as a West Ham manager now. That's making me approach this fixture with a bit of trepidation as an Arsenal fan, because he's going to set his team up, be very, very defensive, and Arsenal notoriously struggle against low blocks. Last season, we played against Nuno Espirito Santo's Nottingham Forest, and we won 3-0. So hopefully we do repeat that. But I think this will be a very, very tight game. West Ham will make it very tight. They've got the players to hurt us on the counter as well. People thinking this is going to be a walk in the park from an Arsenal perspective, I don't know what they're smoking. This isn't going to be easy at all. Do I think we'll win? Do I think we'll win? Yes, I do. Do I think it'll be easy? Like hell, no, I don't. No, I don't. And the defence is going to have to be on top form here. Yes, Luman. Yes, Luman. Right, actually, no, Rice always plays shit at home to West Ham. Put Zubimendi there, Eze and Erdegaard as the attacking midfielders, with bloody Martinelli or Trossard, whoever you want. Gyökeres and Saka up front.
He doesn't know how to use Rice. That's the problem. He's not a 6, he's an 8.
Well, this is it. But like, people say that he always played as a 6 at West Ham. Arteta started playing him as an 8, and then people were saying Arteta doesn't know what he's doing with Rice. At the end of the day, Rice can do both roles really effectively, and that's the sign of a top player. I don't care about certain people's agendas. He is a top player. And you saw that over the last 2 seasons at Arsenal. You saw that in West Ham's Conference League run. So people that think Declan Rice is some sort of bum, I have no hope for you. But he does notoriously play shit at home to West Ham. Jacques, you'll remember 2 seasons ago when West Ham beat us 2-0, ultimately costing us the league. He conceded a penalty in the last minute, which Raya saved, therefore avoiding a 3-0 home defeat. But ultimately, I'm not too sure about West Ham's availability, potential suspensions and whatnot. But they do have the players to hurt Arsenal on the counter-attack. They've got the likes of Bowen, Somerville, Souček, Fulkrug, Aaron Wan-Bissaka will be on top form against Bukayo Saka. And listen, it's not going to be easy at all. They are notoriously poor on corners, though. And if there's one team they don't want to come up against, it is Arsenal. If you want me to give a prediction, I'm going to go with a scrappy 1-0 Arsenal win with a fairly late goal. I hark back to the game in October 2010. Arsenal play against West Ham. Rob Green has a blinder, and Alex Song scores in the 88th minute to squeeze Arsenal to victory. I think it'll be something similar like that.
Well.
He might twist. He might lock up Saka. Who knows? But Saka's been on top form over the last 2 games.
So I like to point out the on-foot mob, which I used to like my sort of like analysis in a way in terms of like seeing what players are actually available. Wan-Bissaka is doubtful because he's got an illness. Souček suspended after last week. I can't remember who they're playing against, but he got sent off. And Jean-Claire Todibo is doubtful due to lack of fitness. He hasn't played since losing to Wolves in the Carabao Cup on the 26th of August. As for Arsenal, it's Hincapié, Jesus, Madueke, and Havertz who are out. And it's looking like Fulkrug, Somerville, Paqueta, Mateus Fernandes, who they signed from Southampton in the summer, and Bowen are playing in the midfield alongside Magasa, and then it's just standard defensive partnership of Diouf, a left back, Kilman, Mavropanos, and Walker-Peters, and obviously Arriola in goal because Hermansen has been absolutely woeful thus far this season. And then standard lineup for Arsenal, bar the fact that Mosquera is looking like he's going to start a left centre back to replace Gabriel, who is injured and he's doubtful for the match, but he is 6 in one, half dozen the other to see like if he's match fit essentially after him going down in the 60th minute against Olympiacos midweek. But my take from this match, hopefully, just get 3 points over the line, just no Fugazzi bullshit. 2-0 Arsenal, Gyökeres and Eze. Like West Ham are a quality team. I fully back them to probably finish like 11th or 12th this season. I'll be honest. Like if they get a good run of form, Nuno Espirito Santo is a class manager. Got first to qualify for Europe last season for like the first time in 30 years or so, and solid team. They shouldn't be anywhere near the relegation zone, but Graham Potter attacks is what's affected them. So I'll pass it on to big old Akavin.
No, I want you to answer this question as well, Jack, because Josh answered that one.
Yeah. Zubimendi should be at the base midfield realistically, and I'd still start Eze and Rice. I wouldn't start Odegaard yet. Okay, he had a good camera performance against Newcastle last weekend, and obviously had a very solid match against Olympiacos. I'm not going to get ahead of myself and say he's back. Because obviously we saw what happened last season and how he only scored his first goal of the season against Man City, I think it was, in first league goal, should I say, in the second half of the season. But I'd definitely start Zubimendi at the base midfield. As Josh said, Rice, he's more, I don't know if this is the right time to use, but he's more of a line breaker, if you will, or he's got that sort of progressive sort of like running. I'd say that's probably a really crappy word to use or a term to use, but that's a way that he should be used, not as like a defensive midfielder. Just want to say about
Jacques, AW locked up Saka on it, sat on his sofa to come.
No, quick nitpick, Jack. Odegaard's first goal last season was against West Ham, funnily enough.
My bad.
But open play goal, Man City, I think. So I'll let you off. Yeah.
Odegaard played well against Olympiacos, didn't he?
He did, Akoven.
He did.
And I know what Jacques saying, but ultimately Odegaard's going to start because he's the club captain. And I think it was Lumen who put that chat in. I think that is perfect. Having a Zubimendi as a Odegaard midfield against West Ham. Because I don't think West Ham will be too ambitious. Obviously, they'll counter-attack and they'll try and go for the goal whenever they go forward. But ultimately, I think Arsenal will have the lion's share of possession. And, yeah, I think that midfield would be perfect in order to unlock Nuno's West Ham. Nottingham Forest. I need to get used to saying Nottingham. No, it is West Ham.
Nuno's West Ham. Nuno's West Ham, not Nottingham Forest.
Oh, you idiot. Yeah, I'm going to get mixed up a few more times soon.
It's calm, bro. He's
calm, chill, bro.
But big up to Mr. Joshua J. Make sure you guys sub to his channel at Mr. Joshua J. He does United, F1, and all that stuff. So you man, go check it out. Check his content out, people. Mr. Joshua J. I will talk my part about Arsenal now. But Jack, do you have your prediction? Score prediction?
I said 2-0 Arsenal. 2-0 Arsenal. Gyökeres and Eze.
Man said Nuno Ham.
Nuno Ham. That's a good plan, was, to be fair, considering they're in the bar of Newham anyway.
But yeah, in terms of my say on the game, I just think it's clear as day. Arsenal have to win. There's only one team that really needs to win this game. To be quite frank with you,
I don't know about that.
No, because West Ham are really fighting for anything this season. They're not.
Well, this is it. West Ham are in the relegation zone right now, so both sides will want to win.
But it's still early days. Because one win could change everything. You know what I mean? It's still early days. Like up until I say the 15th, 16th game week, then we start to look at points. Be like, okay, fair enough. 1 3-point doesn't change everything. Because bro, we saw Fulham top of the league at one point, and then remember they fell off. It's not like Everton were top of the league at one point, remember, and then they fell off. So it's not like they're gonna, it's not like the points matter early on. It's like more to do with form. What are you actually fighting for this season? I don't think West Ham are really fighting for anything too much this season.
I agree with that, Akoven, but we are heading into an international break, and heading into an international break on a loss with your club in the relegation zone. You're not going to be in the right mindset to kick on from there, are you? In terms of getting some points on the board. So,
but what Arsenal do need to do is they need to go top of the league. You need to win this weekend to put pressure on Liverpool. Put pressure on Liverpool at Stamford Bridge, right? And then you need to win. Either hope for Liverpool to draw or a loss, or a loss will do for you guys, because that would mean that you guys top the league if you guys win this game. Which I just think you guys should win. To be fair with you, I mean Arsenal are in good form, good wins out of the last. I see you've only lost one game this season so far. I mean you're on a good form. I know you've not been amazing to watch on the eye, but being quite frank with you, it's just a string of results that Arsenal have been getting. I just think you guys should win this game. I know you are winless in 2 home games against West Ham, but that doesn't change everything for me. That just tells me that I think Arsenal could go on and win the league. We shall see. Depends. It depends, bro. It depends.
It's a good point you made there, Akoven, because West Ham have won their last 2 games at the Emirates, but Olympiacos won their last 3 games at the Emirates. And look what happened in midweek. Newcastle won their last 3 games against Arsenal at St James's Park, and look what happened. Arsenal are at a point where they need to start getting the scratch off the camel's back, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like you've had these irritating results in the past. Put them right this week. Go top of the league ahead of Liverpool kicking off at Stamford Bridge, and lo and behold, we could easily be top of the league going into the international break. So.
I told you, man, Liverpool lose the UCL game. I'm telling you, Arsenal losing this game. Nuno got West Ham tied from what I've seen so far. We shall see. That's early days. I can still win the quadruple. But anyways, score prediction: 3-1 Arsenal.
1-0 Arsenal.
Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal.
2-0.
I don't like this because all the other times I predicted Arsenal to win this season, we haven't won. Whether it's Liverpool or Man City, I predicted us to win both those games, and we failed to win them.
Win more, and you've got more results of wins than you do have losses. So trust me, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Should be.
You've got more wins than you've got losses, anyways, in your predictions. So you should be fine. I think Arsenal should win the game 3-1. Like I said, West Ham, I think they're just waiting for the cup competitions to fight for something this season. I don't think they're going to fight for much. They've only got the FA Cup to fight for now. To be fair, they're just going to go all in the FA Cup and maybe just try and scrape a top 10 finish or maybe a European finish. We should see. That's their aim now with Nuno. If they can't do that, then they're going to sack him at the end of the season. But what are you saying? You going to say anything?
No. I just wanted to ask, who did West Ham get knocked out by in the Carabao Cup?
Wolves.
Wolves. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
I was on.
Oh yeah, it wasn't like 4-2 to Wolves or
No,
something.
3-2. 3-2.
3-2. Okay, yeah.
I thought it was on pens. Never mind. That was Aston Villa got knocked out. My bad. Never mind. But yeah, as I said, I just think that, like I said, West Ham won't be fine for anything this season. It's more important for you guys to win this game than it is for West Ham to be very early days, relegation zone.
I don't.
I'm not really gonna say much.
Agree to disagree on that thing.
West Ham do want to stop you guys from getting the points, but then again, Arsenal need it more than West Ham. You need to go top of the league before the international break and put pressure on Liverpool. That's more important than West Ham getting 3 points. It gets them really nowhere, to be honest.
I think I saw this on Mike's the West Ham fan, his channel. I think he said it quite well actually. I don't want to be playing Arsenal right now. I want to be playing Arsenal during the business end of the season when they've got the title on the line. That's when you want to play Arsenal, not now.
Yeah.
Therefore, he predicts West Ham to get slapped, and I don't think West Ham will get slapped by any means, but I do think Arsenal will squeak through. It won't be easy at all, and West Ham will have chances of their own, but I think Arsenal will stay solid defensively and get the much needed goal to go top of the league heading into Sunday.
Fair enough. I agree with you to a fate. I agree with you 100%. I also want the same result. I want the same outcome as well. West Ham is different, to be fair. They're a tough game. Big up to you, King. Make sure you guys sub to African King Academy. Let's get him to 150, guys.
Sure.
He's 2 subs away. He's 2 subs away, guys. So make sure you guys go sub to AFA Academy 93. He'll be live with me tomorrow for the F1 preview. I think when is it tomorrow? Or Sunday? We shall see. Whenever it is, we'll schedule. We'll schedule that. Let's see what the fate holds in the WSL showdown. The United Chelsea game's happening in an hour as well, people. So we do have to get the results out of the way.
Chelsea will win.
We shall see. I think Arsenal have a very good squad depth, many dynamics, and now probably best in the Premier League. Arsenal, as a collective unit, do have the best team, but mentality is completely that's the thing. The mentality is not there. You guys have the team, but you don't have the mentality. That's the biggest issue for Arsenal. You know what I mean? But so yeah, 3-1 Arsenal. You saying 1-0, Josh, and Jack, you're saying 2-0 Arsenal. Okay.
Jack said 2-0. I said 1-0. Yeah.
The game is in an hour. Bournemouth Fulham. So we might as well get a prediction out of the way. What's your prediction for that game? Bournemouth Fulham. Want to do a little preview?
2-1 Bournemouth.
Same.
I feel Bournemouth are in a rich vein of form.
2-0 Bournemouth. I think
Bournemouth are in a rich vein of form. They salvaged a point at Elland Road. I think they're on. Are they unbeaten since the opening day?
No. Only Palace are unbeaten. Only Palace now. Since
the opening day. Did they lose this?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, yes.
That is incredible. Iraola, props to you, and I think that will continue tonight.
I need a Senesi clean sheet. Me and Jack need a Senesi clean sheet.
I need a Tyler Adams.
No. I don't have Senesi in my team. I've got Semenyo.
Oh, okay. Semenyo, fair enough.
I need Tyler Adams to do something tonight.
Give me a sec, yeah.
So what's your prediction, Jack, for the game? Fulham.
I'm just looking at my lineup right now. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, 2-1 Bournemouth. I'll say Semenyo and Ivan Nilsson to score. Yeah, and for Fulham, Smith off the bench or Issa Diop. Yeah.
Good shout, to be fair. I'm thinking, I'm hoping for a Tyler Adams brace and Muniz to get a goal back for Fulham.
Valid.
What about you, Akam?
Me? In terms of what, FPL?
No, in terms of Bournemouth Fulham prediction. Or did you already give it?
2-0. 2-0 Bournemouth.
2-0 Bournemouth, okay, fair.
Jack, what was yours again? You said 2-1?
Yeah, 2-1. Although I'd actually also say, based off also last week, shout out to Eli Junior Krupi, who they signed from Lorient in the January transfer window. Because just big ups to him. Hopefully one day he's in the front squad. And speaking of internationals, just seen on FOTMOB that Lamine Yamal's out for 3 weeks. After like Spain squad's been announced. So yeah. Just wanna point that out. Ooh, big Iwobi, Jesus.
To be fair, credit to Fulham, Marco Silva has made them a really, really tough team to play against. Akvin, we've said it countless times. We hate it when our clubs play at Craven Cottage because it is always such a drag. Always.
Always that low block, Josh. We can't get past. It seems
it's not even that, man. That's
Craven
Cottage. It's just such a no.
Well, I can't say because my team prior to this season we've had 8 wins in a row away there. So
yeah, fair enough.
Much, but then again, we should have won this past game. But anywho, let's move on to the next game if you want to. Unless you have anything to say about this game.
No, I think Fulham will make it tough as they usually do, but Bournemouth have the individual quality and the team effort to get the 3 points over the line. And correct me if I'm wrong, but they may overtake Arsenal to go second. But I'm not too sure.
Who, Bournemouth?
No, Bournemouth.
Yeah, Bournemouth could do that as well. Yes. So you guys will need something out of this game. You will need a draw at best.
Well, I don't think Bournemouth will keep it up. I think Arsenal will stay there. I don't know about Bournemouth.
Facts, bro. And they should have had a red card as well, Brentford. But I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, Nathan Collins.
Okay, come on now.
Nah, it should have been a red card for real.
It should. Trust me. Yeah.
It should have been a red card.
And he's been linked with Liverpool recently.
Nathan Collins.
Nathan Collins.
Yeah. Well, there's like
that's
I don't know what sources in what reliable sources are saying. I can't remember, but like I've seen like fan accounts and whatnot saying like, oh, they're put interested in Nathan Collins.
Probably Ben Jacobs and whatnot.
I don't know. He's just there at Brentford. Like I don't want to diss him as a footballer, but like he's I feel in my view like a mid. I don't want to say mid-table. But like he's that sort of like level of defender, like a flipping. I don't know. I'm not even gonna. I was gonna say Ryan Shawcross for a second, but like
yeah. That's a decent comparison.
Yeah.
The Yaskalainen of defenders. Sort of.
What was that voice, my brother? What are you talking about?
I've got no idea. Big up to you.
That might be me transfers on them.
Hey mate, you're from flipping Wolverhampton, lad. So I don't know who's.
Oh, big up Wolverhampton.
Big up Wolverhampton. Hey, big ups to the Black Country.
Big up to the Sikhs over there in Wolverhampton. Anyways, we're gonna
and big up to the Thai Beavers to my left. Oh, sorry. No, sorry. Okay.
Well, that makes you butthead, Josh.
No. Gaston's butthead. They're the Thai Beavers and butthead.
Two blatant penalties in the first half before Aston Villa came back in that game. First, should come back to Wolves. To be fair, Nathan Collins. Nah. Don't go back there. Next up, we've got the Leeds Scum against the Spuds. The Leeds Scum and the Spuds. Early kickoff, 12:30 p.m. UK kickoff. In the afternoon.
If you want me to give my score prediction straight out the bat,
let's preview this game.
Okay, you're going to preview? Okay.
Go ahead, bro. You go ahead.
Oh, me? You want me to? Oh, bloody hell. I think credit to Daniel Farke, first of all. Like, I'm from Norwich. I know all about Daniel Farke in the Premier League. Needless to say, I think Leeds would have been absolute food defensively. However, the Arsenal game aside, they've been very solid defensively. They've kept clean sheets against Everton, Newcastle. Everton, Newcastle. What's that in the background?
What?
Newcastle, Everton. They should have kept a clean sheet against Fulham. Horrendously unlucky. Last minute own goal. Full credit to Daniel Farke, because Leeds have been a credit since they've come up. and he's evidently adapted to Premier League football as compared to his time at the Canaries. But I do think Spurs will get over the line here. I think they need to get over the line. They need a response after that pitiful display in Norway. They might suffer from a bit of jet lag, but at the end of the day, you know, your squad costs like hundreds of millions of pounds. You should have no excuses there. You should have the squad depth available to you. And I think they will get over the line. They've got the individual qualities to get over the line and pick Leeds apart in key moments in the game. So I think so. I think Tottenham will win.
Daniel Farker's voice is funny. What was his voice like?
I know he's got a very light voice, a very light German accent.
Daniel Farke. I don't know if that was a good impression of him, but yeah.
Nah,
that's crazy. Should we name the channel to JR Sports, carrying this channel, having to do all the heavy work, reviewing this game?
Oh, leave Akabin alone, mate. Come on. You two need to make up and kiss. Come on.
Josh, what's his name? Transveer, isn't it?
Transveer, Ranver fan. I called him Ranveer the GOAT because he's the GOAT. But anyway, I digress.
Ranveer GOAT.
Beef
So okay, yeah.
No, anyways, in terms of that game, Jack, you wanna and I'll go afterwards.
Well. It's a derby of teams we hate. As in Ackerman's corner, the Weeds from South Yorkshire. In our corner, those lot from Middlesex, where their name is Spuds.
Leeds come against us.
Yeah. As for the players who like suspended and injured, Leeds, Lucas Perry is out there, goalkeeper who they signed from Lyon in the summer. Nyonto is also out injured for the Leeds scum. As for Spurs, they got Kolomwani, Takai, Dragushin, Kulusevski, Madison, Bissouma, and Solanke, who are out injured.
Oh yeah, I forgot he did sign for Spurs, didn't he, Kolomwani?
Yeah. Kolomwani on loan from Paris Saint-Germain. Lineup's just looking at the usual lineup thus far this season. Bergvall starting as an attacking midfielder. It's looking like an end for Leeds. Ampadu's back in. Ampadu starting for them. They've just got solid defense, and obviously Carl Darlow, the former Newcastle goalkeeper, starting. As he's been starting for the past few weeks for Leeds. So yeah, shout out to him. I think he's like
shout out Arian as well. Good shout.
Pardon? What do you say?
No, Arian put in a good comment about Leeds, but I was alluding to earlier.
Yeah, Leeds are a solid team. Like they
screw them still.
They should be. Fuck Leeds. This is the Yakovin flipping propaganda. But like,
Leeds.
Out of the promoted teams from this season, like Leeds are probably going to finish like the second highest, obviously behind Sunderland, because Sunderland are a class team. Obviously, as we alluded to earlier, they got like Granit Xhaka, they got Isidore, they got Roofs, that Dutch goalkeeper, they got Alderete, they got a very good mix of players.
We pulling apart again.
who played well for them last season, and then sorry, that's my dad sneezing.
No worries, bless him.
About something like they've been really good thus far. Realistically, I think they'll finish probably like 10th place or so. I mean, they're class. Sorry again. Oh my days. Yeah, bless but it. Like based off the way that Leeds were playing last week, I think it'll be similar scoreline, or similar result, just as they did against Bournemouth. Oh my fucking days. Jesus Sorry. We're gonna have to retitle this to featuring Jack Snyder or something like that.
I'm only laughing because of Josh. I wasn't laughing because you're sneezing, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, but this.
No.
For fuck's sake. I don't know if you can hear it. Sorry. I might be mistaken, but yeah. Hopefully it ends in this. It's a very tight game. Good quality game. Considering both teams' attacks and my days.
Sorry.
Both teams' attacks and yeah.
I knew it, by the way. I knew he was gonna go again.
Yeah. I think it's be a tight game. That's what I'm just gonna say. Yeah.
Bless him again. Shit. Nah, Josh, why'd you do this to me, man? You made me laugh now, man.
Okay, my apologies. I just want to say what Arian said real quick. Saying about Leeds are a better team than Man United right now.
Fuck
genuinely,
Leeds,
genuinely, I feel this is by far Leeds' best chance to finally end their non-winning streak against United this season, without a doubt.
Not better than Man. I'm not having this. As shit as we are, I'm not having Leeds better than us.
No. I'm just saying, Akvin. Like they haven't beaten you since. They haven't beaten you since September 2002 when Rio Ferdinand returned to Elland Road. I think now's a better time more than any other time for Leeds to beat United again. So, yeah, that's the point I wanted to get across.
No, but anyways, though, Jack, you wanted to add something?
What?
Shut up. No, this will be a tight game.
Let's study Jack.
Hopefully it's draw.
I don't know. Next year, because the schedule for some reason starts in January. We play next year, I think. We'll destroy these in the form 6-0. Hope so.
I'm saying they haven't beaten you since September 2002.
They haven't beaten us since January 2010. FA Cup.
Oh yeah, in all competitions. I'm in the league. It was when Rio Ferdinand made his first appearance against them. Yeah, but they've got a really big chance to beat you this season. But anyway, in terms of Leeds Spurs, I think Spurs will win 3-2. I think it'll be a very good game to start off the weekend. I'm predicting a Spurs last-minute winner. To be quite honest, I don't want that to happen, but I feel like Leeds have been pretty hard done by with late goals this season so far.
This guy, man said Leeds can't play themselves because United. Fucking hell. Nah, run view. What are you doing, bro? Same as Chelsea. I haven't won at Old Trafford since 2013, so prime hold that. No. They're above us right now. But listen, that's just what it is. Chelsea are in better recent form than us, bro. They've won 2 trophies as well. Oh. Yeah. They've won 2 trophies as well, so it's hard to really laugh at Chelsea like that. But well. I know I'm late, but did you guys see the news that the management is going to give his season to Amarin's Fire? Yeah, I heard about that. But I don't think it'll be a season. I think if results start to get worse after Liverpool, I think he goes. I think they wait till November to sack him. I think that's just PR for the club to do better. To be honest. But listen.
Yeah, I predict 3-2 Spurs at Elland Road. What about you, Akron?
2-1 Leeds. I know I slandered them, but Spurs typically lose games like this. I just have a bad feeling Leeds are going to win this game. I don't want to say it, but I just have a bad feeling they'll win this game. 2-2 is a fair result, actually. 2-2 is a fair result. I think 2-2 seems like the more viable option. Yeah. You know what? 2-2. I'll go 2-2 as well. Jacques?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be boring. Agree with Akavan. Yeah, 2-2. Yeah, just be a tight game. Big ups to Daniel Farker. Would say big ups to Thomas Frank, who's Spurs manager. So yeah, hey.
Choo.
Akavan, that's disgusting. Come
on. Thomas the Frank engine.
Thomas the Frank engine.
I thought you were referencing the sneezing. Never mind, my bad.
Thomas the Frank engine. You know what I mean? A wise man once said, Thomas the Frank Engine. If you know, you got. If you man know, you know in the chat. You man know. Mourinho's last game was against Liverpool, so it can be a fellow Portuguese compatriots, Ruben Amorim, but obviously we could turn the corner. But Mourinho didn't lose the Europa League final. But Jose did not lose the Europa League final. He won the Europa League. By the way, Chelsea's red with the amount of red cards we are getting. I don't know. We got of course something. I don't know what's happened to you guys. I think disciplinary issues. I think it's disciplinary issues with Chelsea. To be fair, Liverpool above us doesn't stop me from saying where does Jones? Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But anyways,
I saw that, Ryan.
but anyways, you Jack, you're saying what 2-2 as well?
Yeah, 2-2. Yeah.
All three of us going 2-2 then.
No, I said 3-2 Spurs last minute.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'll go 2-2. Next game we've got. I guess we'll go United Sunderland. Why not? Then we have Brentford Man City as well. Which one do you want to go first? Brentford Man City, or do you want to go United Sunderland?
We'll get Brentford Man City out of the way. I think this will be a tough game. I've given credit to Keith Andrews so far. I thought Brentford were dead certainties to go down, but he's largely kept the Thomas Frank style of play, which has worked for them so well over recent years. And their players have responded to that. Granted, they had their squad stripped during the summer, but it seems like they've brought viable replacements at the minute,
Right.
and they still seem to be doing well. So I want to say big up Keith Andrews, but I think this will be a step too far. I think City will get the 3 points. It won't be easy, but I think City will get the 3 points in the end. Haaland with a brace, 2-1 win. It won't be easy at all, but they'll be able to control the last few minutes of the game in order to make it more comfortable than the scoreline suggests.
I want to go for a crazy prediction, but I don't know. I don't know why. I just think that Brentford. Will they turn up at home against Man City? Probably not. I mean, it is at home, but then again, Man City.
Well, they have done,
They have done. They have turned up against Man City in the past as well. Obviously, Igor Thiago getting his brace last weekend against United. 3-1 Man City. Yeah, 3-1 City. I think City will win their game this weekend. Jacques, what are you saying, bro?
Are you there?
I have 3 predictions in mind. I have 1-0
Go ahead.
Brentford. I have 2-1 Brentford, 1-0 Brentford, and I have 3-1 Man City. But I'm gonna go.
Surely by that logic, you're going to choose a Brentford win.
No, I'll go for the safer option, 3-1 Man City, because I wanted to go for something crazy. Then again, it's like it is. I don't think it'll happen. 3-1 Man City.
Jack, what's your prediction for Brentford City?
What's your mini preview and prediction for Brentford Man City? You want to give a mini preview as well? Be like.
Well. Hopefully, back to back wins against Mancunian sides. I'm going to say 2-1 Brentford. 2-1 Brentford. They've got. Yeah. I know that's a crazy shout, but Man City have been a bit shaky thus far defensively this season. Just being honest, and obviously I have to back Brentford a wee bit. Inshallah, go natural red card. Come on, we need that. We will be there. Why
do we care?
Well, keep watching.
I'm gonna go. I'll join you. 2-1 Brentford.
Nice.
I'll join you. Last time I think I joined you, Monaco Man City. We got it was a 2-2 draw, wasn't it?
I said 3-1. I said 3-1 Monaco.
No, I joined you for the Man City loss prediction.
Yeah.
So I think this game will end. Yeah, 2-1 Brentford. Why not? Fuck it, 2-1 Brentford. Man City a bit shaky, That's Ranveer, bro. I mean,
what's Slim Shady in the chat?
Man United Sunderland. Might as well I'll do it now.
Yeah, we'll let you kick it off, mate.
Look, at the end of the day, right, this is the game where I just think that, you know what? It's a game before my birthday. I want 3 points. I want 3 points more. McTominay, 2 goals on my birthday. 2 years ago, and we got a 2-1 win against Brentford. Listen, Sunderland's no joke. Sunderland is no joke. They're a team that they've joined the league and be like, they've kicked off well, 12 points already since they've got promoted, which is crazy. And United have had 11 points since April, and that's a stat that I find offensive as a United fan, because how are you able to survive with those stats? It's mad. How are you able to survive with those stats and those results? It's crazy to me. Sunderland at home will not be an easy game at all, one bit. He's not going to play the lineup right. He's not going to play the correct team. So you might as well just expect something else. I mean, he's not going to play the goalkeeper that we signed. He's not going to play he's not going to play Cobby. He's not going to play players in the rightful position. So what's the point of me trying to back the manager? I find it very hard to back Ruben Amorim when he's trying to do things the wrong way, trying to get himself sacked. I think he's trying to get himself sacked. I'm just being honest right now. I think he's trying to get himself sacked. I don't think he's doing this. I think he's doing this on purpose. Like, he wants to get sacked. I don't think he wants to be here no more. I think he threw the white towel in when we lost to Spurs 4-3 in the League Cup last year, in my opinion. And I know it sounds crazy to throw a white towel in the League Cup match, but I felt like he wanted to resign 3 times last season. I was thinking, hold on a minute. If you wanted to resign 3 times, then that just tells you a lot that you need to know. This guy doesn't want to be here. I can tell that this guy doesn't want to be here by the way he's managing his team. He's covering his eyes when a set piece is being taken, when a penalty is about to be taken. Sends a really bad message to the players. And that's the one thing I don't agree with from a manager. If you want to manage my club, yeah, like Man United, you have to have the mentality. I don't think Ruben Amorim has the mentality to manage Man United. I think he needs to go. With that being said, it is my birthday. United will find a way to fuck it up. I'm gonna go 1-1. I don't see us winning this game. I think I'll go 1-1. 1-1 or 2-1, Man United. But even then, I don't know, man. 1-1. 1-1's fair as well. I'll go 1-1. Back.
1-1 is a shout, Ackerman. I saw
we'll concede first. We'll concede first as well.
Fair enough. I saw Ran the man say that he's bigging up Granit Xhaka. I'm bigging up Granit Xhaka as well, because I've transferred him into my FPL team. So I'm hoping he does something at Old Trafford. Akvin, it's very tempting to predict a United loss just before your birthday, but I'm not going to be a dick. I'm going to predict United to win instead. I think it'll be a scrappy 2-1 victory.
Bro, you're not, bro. Just say whatever you like, bro. It's
No. I think United will scrape through.
United.
I think a lot of people will be disappointed because Sunderland don't get anything out of the game. That's what I think.
Played Sunderland on my birthday. Oh, before my birthday, we won 2-1. Jan was with the brace.
Back in 2013, huh? Yeah. The Moyes era. But yeah, I think United will scrape through 2-1. Sunderland will score an own goal. Then they'll equalise. And then I reckon Mbeumo will bag an 80th minute plus winner.
It seems fair. 2-1 seems fair. But then again, I only worry about who he'll start. Does he start Sesko up top again? Does he start because you know what it is? It's so hard to predict what this guy's gonna play, who he's gonna play as well. It's so hard.
The formation is very predictable.
Yeah, the formation is very, very predictable. But then again, I don't understand. Like, if something's not working, why not change it up? It's clear in day it's not working out. And this guy also came out and said, he thinks the system isn't the problem. Mate, you're failing to adapt mid-game. How is the system not the problem? How is the system not the problem? It is a problem. The system is the problem. If you can't adapt mid-game, then your system is a huge issue. With that being said, though, you better get a win against Sunderland. Otherwise, sorry, mate. Out the door you go. You got Liverpool next as well. That's not going to go down well for you. It's not going to go down well for you. Anfield away. Sorry, mate. Yeah, no. I'm not looking forward to that game one bit. I'm not looking forward to that game one bit. Every year,
you got your 2-2 draw last year.
That 7-0 has scarred me to the point where I don't think we're going to win Anfield ever again. I genuinely will go years and years without winning at Anfield. Chelsea will win at Old Trafford before we win at Anfield. I have a bad feeling about that. They'll win at Old Trafford before we win at Anfield. But us winning at Anfield, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot, bro. I know last year we got a 2-2 draw. Fair enough. We played well last year, got a 2-2 draw. Okay. But then again, at what cost? We didn't do anything last season, you know? But, oh well. If you deep it, United got 6 points at home out of 7 this season. Yeah, but did you really expect United to get 6 points out of 7? You should, really. It's not... at the end of the day, you've got to have a certain standard where winning at home back to back is not like surprising. You've got to win these games. I know Chelsea was a bit like, okay, wow, you beat Chelsea, but cool. That's a win that's a win that happens like once in a while. Like it's a big win that happens once in a while. You know what I mean? But sorry,
doesn't Niran mean 6 points out of 9?
He means 6 points out of 7 because I think the first game of the season he expected a draw.
He expected a draw.
He didn't think 9. He didn't think 3 points was possible against Arsenal. So maybe he's saying 9. It's like 7 instead of 9. So maybe he's saying.
Fair enough.
So yeah.
Actually, he raises a good point there because you have won your previous 2 games at Old Trafford.
True, but then
like for a team as shocking as United are at the minute, your home form you're really going to have to bank on because away from home you're getting slaps up left, right, and centre. You really need to prioritise Old Trafford as a place to get points.
That is fair. Man, yeah.
Oh, so okay, fair.
Okay, my bad. But even then, like 6 points out of possible 9 at home is not the worst result. Could have got 7 out of 9 with a draw against Arsenal, but listen, that's what it is. Speaking about, I remember that by the way, that Man City goal. I was celebrating. We went 8 points clear. I remember that day, but then again, we bottled it. Speaking about United, just as United versus Chelsea about to kick off, we smacking Sunderland up. Stop respecting teams like giving. This is United we're talking about, which means we're losing 2-1. That's true. That is true. Sunderland have joined Premier League for the first time since 2016-17 and have taken the fight to every opposition they played apart from Burnley when they lost to Turf Moor. Yep, Turf Moor is one of the worst places to go in terms of like football. Like you want to get a result at Turf Moor. Turf Moor is very, very hard to play at.
Well, nah, I don't think so. Well, from an Arsenal perspective, it hasn't really. I mean, it has been in recent. It has been under the late Wenger years, but since then, we've found it simple enough. But I understand what you mean. I mean, Craven Cottage for me is the ultimate. Like your team are more than capable of getting 3 points there, but it's always going to be a drag, no matter what.
United fans celebrated a City goal. I was talking about the Arsenal 1-0 Man City. That 1-0.
Yeah, 2 years ago, almost.
No, it's funny.
No, back in 2012. 2012.
Oh, 2012. Oh, my bad.
You know,
and Man City lost 1-0. Sorry, what were you saying, Josh?
No. What was it? No, I always remember when Manchester United's last day of the 2018-19 season, you were losing 2-0 at home to relegated Cardiff, but you were celebrating every Man City goal because it stopped Liverpool winning the league when they were playing Brighton away. I mean, that should have been rock bottom for Manchester United, but it's only got worse from there. I mean, genuinely deep that. Even 14-year-old me was like, "What the hell?"
Bro, Josh, there were United fans celebrating Liverpool's title last year over Arsenal.
No, those are Peckham Reds. Don't take them seriously.
Bro, how could you want Liverpool to win the league? That's like the worst possible scenario.
Akvin, these United fans you heard say that were definitely from London. They've grown up in and around Arsenal fans. They hate Arsenal more than they hate Liverpool the city. And that's just the way it goes. Good luck to them.
It doesn't matter where you're from. Liverpool should always be your biggest rival. I don't speak for everyone, but that's just my opinion. Liverpool should be their biggest rival. It should not be Arsenal. Arsenal have not done anything for a long time. And this is no offense to Arsenal. Against Arsenal United over the years, nothing much has happened. It's hardly a rivalry over the years. It's just been a rivalry on social media, not a rivalry in person. You know what I mean? Yeah,
it's been cool. It's been dubbed the Twitter door for a reason.
It is
El Twittico, you know.
But for the ages, bro, United fans, Liverpool fans fighting in the stands. I don't see Arsenal United fans fighting in the stands. I see more United fans and Liverpool fans fighting in the stands.
Actually, it's funny you say that. I saw Lee Judges getting angry at United fans after the first game of the season. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, I understand what you mean.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
But there's more fierce towards Liverpool than there is towards Arsenal. If Arsenal was doing what Liverpool was doing and had the amount of league titles and you guys are winning over the years, sure, then the tables would turn 100%. But this is peak. Surely you can't be saying you want Liverpool to win the league over Arsenal and to win number 21 before us. I don't care if Arsenal league in 20 years. Liverpool did win it for 30, and their fans were partying. Their fans were celebrating. Bro, the first thing that comes out of Liverpool's fans' minds is, bro, they think about United. Oh, United are shit. That's the first thing they think about, by the way. Arsenal fans think about Spurs. They don't think about us. They think about Spurs. The local Arsenal fans are more like, they hate Tottenham more. Bro.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I grew up around... There's Liverpool fans. My neighbors are Liverpool fans. The people who live opposite me are Liverpool fans. You know what I mean? Bro, most of them are Liverpool fans. And I'm like, how do I get away from this, man? Bro, I told you about the Liverpool party bus, right? Around time. That's going to happen again this year when they win number 21. The first thing my uncle, my dad's friends and uncles did, my uncles did, or my relatives did. The first thing they did when they won number 19, they drove over to every single United fan's house. And you think I want to put up with that? You think I want to put up with that? That's gonna happen when they win 21, by the way. That's gonna happen when they win 21 this year, and I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for it. So yeah, you better
hides away, mate.
Pick your poison. All I gotta say is pick your poison. If there was 12 million buyout payout in my contract at work, I'd be trying my hardest to get the boot too. Yep, fair enough. When you got to back, so yeah, you should have backed against Fulham, should have backed against Arsenal, and should have backed against you know who, GT Mariners. And Buemo is not playing wide enough. Same as Cunha. Bruno's playing too deep, not playing as a new keeper. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you 100%. Why is Sané Lammers not playing? I'm questioning the manager's decisions. I'm like, what is your thought process? Why are you signing a keeper and not play him? You know what I mean? That's just like 1-0, almost 1-0 United. The game's already started. Oh shit! I didn't realize that. My bad. Oliver
Zach, what's your prediction for the United game quickly?
Good adapting system with these players.
1-0 or 2-1 United. To be fair, like Queso's back in the starting 11 for United potentially. So I had to come up with that starting name quickly.
1-0 or 1-1? You saying 1-0 or 1-1?
I say 1-1 or 2-1 United. Like United probably will bounce back in this match. Like, I'm not trying to diss Sunderland and whatnot, but United have to win. Like, I'm not trying to relegate the importance of this match for Sunderland, but you'd expect United to win. Come on,
bro.
Do you expect United to win?
No, but it's copium for United fans. Isn't it?
I'm just thinking we'll probably win. I used to think we will win. Now I think we'll probably win.
Well,
I used to think we will win the game. Every single game, I used to think we're going to win this game. We're going to win this game. Now I go into this game, and I'm like, yo, we're going to fucking struggle against these lot. We're going to struggle against these lot. Yeah, 100%. Rivalry is dead as well, by the way. Yeah. Facts. Roy Keane makes a good point there as well about rivalry. United players and Liverpool players, before the game. Bro, back then, United, Arsenal, Liverpool, we used to fight with each other in the tunnels. You know what I mean? We could never we could never greet other players. It's always a handshake and then straight to business. No smiles, no hugs, nothing. Get to business straight away from the minute.
It's funny you say that, Ackerman. I was me and my mum were rewatching the full Arsenal match against Manchester United in 2004 during the unbeaten season. And when Keane and Vieira lines up in the tunnel together, Vieira looks over at Keane and Keane starts smiling. And then they exchanged a few words, but it was all light-hearted banter. So even back then, there was a bit of a
Vieira.
Vieira. So there was a bit of a jovial side thing.
Maybe it was shithousery.
No. They were genuinely like trying to take. They were taking themselves too seriously. Or
Maybe
Roy
because-
Keane was, and Vieira was like, "What you doing, mate?" And they started laughing about it.
Is it maybe because Roy Keane got like a warning or something, like he has to behave or something like that? But he didn't.
No. Vieira just looks at him, and Roy Keane started trying not to laugh, which was actually quite nice. Like you could tell they respected each other really deep down.
Because Roy Keane knew he was going to win the game. That's why. He knew he was going
Is
to
that
win
why
the
you
game.
didn't win the game? Then? Okay, I see it.
What game was that? What game was that?
It was game week 30 in Arsenal's invincible season, 1-1. Henry and Louis Zaha late equaliser. Yeah.
Yep. I hear that. Twisted Fate. Yeah, there's gonna be more fighting. Yeah, I know about the history between these two clubs as well. The Roses War. If anyone wants to look it up, look it up. It was a war back in the day.
Never heard it being called the Roses War. I understand.
It's Lancaster against Yorkshire.
It was called Lancaster and Yorkshire. It was called the Roses War. That's why it's called the Roses
War
Derby.
of the Roses, yeah.
Yeah, the War of the Roses. Yeah, Leeds United versus Man United is called the Roses Derby. I remember that
M62 derby as well.
Time to bring in a Premier League manager now. Well, we did with David Moyes, and how did that turn out?
Bring Graham Potter in.
We got to be careful with our choices, man. We got to be careful with our
No,
choices.
Gareth Southgate. He was at Middlesbrough in it, so yeah.
Nah, I think Southgate will do a better job than Graham Potter. So we need to get Potter on the United job.
Remember Keane having a good view for picking Gary Neville? Keane hated Arsenal. He did, but with Liverpool was always that number one team. He hated. It's War of the Roses. Fair enough. Enough about United time. Move with the prediction. 2-1 United. Whatever. Fuck it. Back to the team. It's my birthday anyways soon. So back United. Whatever. Hope you win. Hope whatever it is. If the manager loses, he's got to go. If United lose, the manager's got to go. He's got to get sacked, but he's not going to get sacked because Sir Jim wants to save a few pennies in his pocket. You know what I mean? Anyways, next game. Make sure you guys hit the like button as well, people. Make sure you guys sub to the channel. Football rivalries, me, Dilute should be a topic for Beyond the Ball. Yes, Josh. That's next week. Next week, Beyond the Ball is back. Beyond the Ball is back next week. Next game we've got, I think Villa Burnley. Villa, I told you about it. I told you guys about it. Villa, once they get their first win in Europe, it's gonna go uphill from there. They got their first win in the Prem. Got two wins in a row in Europe. 2 clean sheets in a row. 1 goal conceded in 3 games. They got Burnley at home. This should be a win. This should be a straight win.
It should be a win.
3-1 Villa. 3-1 Villa. Villa finally bounce back. Unai Emery, no more sack.
2-0 Villa.
2-0 Villa.
What about you, John?
2-0 Villa, just going to be a formality. Big ups to Unai Emery. Villa, just class team. Just standard 2-0. No forget to see bullshit.
What's the next game we've got? Everton Crystal Palace is another good game.
That is a good game.
That's another good game, yeah.
I'm going to go 2-2 with that one.
Yeah.
I feel it's an element of unstoppable force meets immovable objects. I think it'll be a tough game like that.
I'm going to go with a 2-1 Crystal Palace win.
That's a shout, but I'll go with 2-2. I have faith in David Moyes.
Jacques?
2-1 Palace, yeah. I have to back them. He hopefully gets me some sick points for FPL and whatnot. Anyway, yeah. Big ups to Oliver Glasner as well. Class manager got a win yesterday. I can't remember who. Oh yeah, Dinamo Kyiv. They were playing Dinamo Kyiv, although Borna Sosa was sent off second yellow in the second half. So yeah.
Kane goes for England 74. Rooney goes for England 53. Pin this comment. Nope, because Rooney's still a better player.
Based. Yeah.
I ain't pinning nothing, bro. Big up to you anyways. Big up to you, bro.
What was that? Sorry.
Now you were saying Rooney got 54. Sorry, Rooney got 53. Kane got 50.
I know what he's doing.
He wants to bring up the debate again.
Factually, Kane is England's top goal scorer.
Yeah, but Rooney is still a better player.
And he actually somewhat turns up in tournaments for England. So. Big up, Kane.
Yeah,
turned
except
up.
against
What do you mean by turn up, bro? England should be winning.
I can't. Rooney never got to a final. Kane at least got to 2 finals, you know. Albeit he lost, but yeah, that's England, isn't it?
Well, Rooney had a better team, but it was
Exactly.
always it was full of what do you call it? It was full of how do you say superstars that just never worked out and wrong management, I guess, from England.
Yeah, I suppose. Like people talk about how the Premier League rivalry was so intense that it didn't work out for the golden generation, which I call bullshit. One, just look at the Spanish team. Real Madrid and Barcelona. Whenever El Clasico was on, they were kicking the shit out of each other. Once they played for Spain, they work like men. They get on with it like men, and they fucking won 3 tournaments in a row. No excuses there. England just weren't good enough. Man for man, one of the best squads in the world, but no, didn't work out whatsoever.
Next game, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest.
3-0 Newcastle. Ange with another slapping.
3-1 Newcastle.
2-0 to the tune. 2-0 to the tune.
Walter Mata with another goal.
Walter Mata and Gordon, I'd probably say, yeah. And also, just want to point out yesterday, but Forest lost 3-2 to SC Midtjylland, and as Agustia will probably and Akavin, and just any United fan will probably remember them from Rashford's first game in Europe in 2015-16 when he scored a brace against them. And I can't remember his name, but I think it was Pione Sisto. I can't remember who he's playing for now, but he was like one of the up-and-coming players, and then he went to Celta Vigo in the Galicia region of northern Spain.
Hey, bro, you call him watermelon.
Watermelon. Oh,
you call him he scored 3 goals already.
Levi
he scored how many goals did Gyökeres score this season? 3, right? In total.
Yeah.
He's got the same amount of goals as Gyökeres.
Oi. Don't let me bring Sesko into this. Come on.
Sesko scored 1 already. He's 2 behind.
Hey, he ain't catching up. I can't lie.
Man said bold.
Bro, he's not Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah, I do as well. I rate him too. He's a good player.
He's actually started well for Newcastle. I'll give him that.
He scored 1, but he's behind. He's right there. He's right there.
Oh, by the way, this is who Voltamada's lookalike is. Geopold. Shout out to him, YouTuber from Birmingham. Yeah.
Who does he look? He looked like Marilyn Manson. That fella.
Marilyn Manson. Who's he?
You don't know Marilyn Manson?
No.
No, that's poor music knowledge.
No.
I'm sure the chat will know.
That's the what do you call it? What's the doppelganger? That's that if Voltamada ever had a film about him, Geopod would be his like stunt double or whatever. Geopod, he's from Birmingham. He's like half Swedish, and he does these sort of like I don't know what kind of videos you class it as, but yeah, Voltamada's class.
Who's that YouTuber?
Geopod. He's from Brum.
Brummy.
Brummy.
Right? Brummy Vela, right?
I don't know. I don't think he follows like a football team, but yeah. He does. He's like I don't know if you call him country YouTuber and whatnot, but yeah.
Is this the one?
Marilyn Manson, yeah.
I have no idea who Marilyn Manson is. I'm sorry.
He appeared in the Eminem video, "The Way I Am."
Oh, okay.
He goth guy, topless, going like that.
Last but not least, Wolves and Brighton.
Wolves, Brighton. 3-1 Brighton. I think Wolves wait for a first Premier League win continues. I think Brighton will have too much for them, too clinical. Their style of play will be too much for Wolves to handle.
Jack?
Walton.
Well, no offense to Ranvir's local team in it, but yeah, Wolves are going to be absolutely trounced done in this match. 2-0 Brighton. Yeah, 2-0 Brighton. Yeah.
What about you, Alan? I'm checking out my chin here.
2-1 to Wolves. I'm gonna go with a shock win. I have a funny-
Would you consider it a shot? I suppose you would.
Yeah, yeah.
For that draw against Spurs, maybe there's a chance that they might go and get something at Brighton.
That's actually a good point. But it plays well at away to Spurs.
That's what I'm trying to say. And Brighton also got a draw against Spurs as well. So there's a chance that they could get something out of this game.
Give more offense.
It's more like a would you call like a once in a while chance that they get to win. I mean, they've got Man United soon, so they might win that game. But even then, this game is like a must win for them. Nottingham Forest play well against Midtjylland despite them losing, but Ange's on thin ice. Not yet. I wouldn't say he's on thin ice yet. No, not yet. I wouldn't say yet. The guy can still turn it around. Get more fans. Hope these guys go down. They probably will. To be fair, I think Wolves are the one that will go down. I think. Do you know what it is? Let's revisit our Premier League predictions in December. Let's go back to our Prem predictions in December because I think that's where I think we need to start because we had predictions last year. Last month we did our predictions. Last 2 months ago we did predictions, and guess what? We need to revisit them. Like big time.
Well, I wouldn't say yet. Definitely around December, January time, because that's when the league will start taking shape a lot more.
I always win my second season, mate.
Yeah, well, he won in his first season in Scotland. So hey,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm trying to find that video, and
little stalker.
I'm gonna bring it up.
That's one of the 4 videos that you've uploaded on the channel. It was an absolute stinker from me. I can't lie. I don't know why Akvin invited me back on, but luckily he has.
Hey, listen, if you were like one of those Arsenal fans that I couldn't deal with on Twitter, I wouldn't have brought you back on. But guess what? You're so I gotta bring you back. And Jack as well is a real
Joshua talks bollocks.
Joshid,
no, that's Torquay guy. You know what I mean?
Unk Joshid on this channel.
You know.
Yeah, call me Unk.
Right. You know that Torquay guy. No rappers are last year watch an hour and a half. But no, go watch the video that I uploaded. It was a video that was actually Josh's first video on AN Sports. That was about the standards of English football.
Yes, relating to Manchester United, unsurprisingly.
As well. Relating
to
both. So
I remember you asked me, the first question you asked me was, "You're not a big fan of Arteta, are you?" And then my stream just suddenly got cut off. My computer is shit, bro.
Nah, don't worry about it. You got it sorted over the years. Man thinks I ain't sports biggest fan. Nah, bro. I ain't saying you ain't the biggest fan, bro. I'm just saying that there was another video. And I'm gonna do a 1 year on AN Sports. That'll be a good video, wouldn't it? I'm gonna say 1 year of Josh on AN Sports. Gotta get credit.
No. You should have done that in August to the date when Brighton beat United 2-1. That was your first ever live stream, I think. Your first ever video, yeah. You can do a 2-year anniversary for that anyway. Although it's not for good result.
We'll see. I mean,
Ranveer, by the way, get all your mates to subscribe to AN Sports.
We're trying to get to 500 subs before my birthday on
Tuesday.
My birthday is on Tuesday, so we need to try and get there, people, guys. Come on. Yes, get AN Sports to 500 subscribers. Facts. We're trying to get there, people. If you guys watched the video and haven't subbed yet, please do sub to the channel. Let's get to 460 after today's video, and then we'll move on from there. I need to create bot accounts to subscribe. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Do that.
No. Don't. There's no point. There's no point. You might as well
pushes you further up to 1K.
Let's try and let's try and get subscribers from our own credit. You know what I'm trying to say.
Hold on, doesn't Lumen have get the whole uni? Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
I might actually shout that out in my lectures. I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. But big up to you, anyways. I think that's the end of the Premier League predictions. I think that's all we have for.
Yeah, we have 6 minutes until the first game of the weekend, or game week, I should say.
100 Instagram followers cost one €29. €1.29. I'll see the YouTube price. Shout out, Joshua. All right.
I will.
Yeah.
Send it to the most realistic fans as well. Make sure that they
Nah. We need to get more. We need to get more Hughes in here. You know what I mean?
He was a proper Arsenal fan. Like, I know he takes this and that, but he's a proper Arsenal fan.
No. I understand. I mean, like he's more positive fan. A lot of Arsenal fans that are on.
He's also Arteta out.
Is he? Okay, fair play.
Get the netball captain subscribe.
You cheeky cunt.
Fucking baseball captain, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, I mean, you man, do your job. But anyways, more
Christ above this guy.
and Aaron Kumar's needed in the chat. More random man needed in the chat as well. Big up to you, bro. And that
We need more Monkey D. Luffy spitting elite ball knowledge as well.
Yep. And we need more Joshes and Jacks in the chat as well. Big up to you, man. Big up to you, man.
And we need more acronyms in this planet.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. But listen, like I said, we're trying to get to 500 subs before my birthday on Tuesday. If possible, try and get as close as possible. But listen, we're trying to get there, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Let's get 15 likes on the video. Leave your predictions in the chat. Leave your predictions in the comments. I'll get to your comments real soon. And Josh and Jack, appreciate you guys for being here once again. Man's at the tie, Beavis and the tie button.
Tie button.
Big up to Jack's dad as well. Yeah, I mean.
Yes. Bless up.
As well. You know what I mean? Bless him once again. I'm gonna say nothing more. What do you want today? Elite ball, yeah, man said elite ball knowledge. Exactly, bro. Elite ball knowledge. You know what I mean? Bring us a fact that none of us know about. And
Monkey, very disappointing result against PSG, I thought, with the amount of players they had out as well.
Stupid keyboard and Portuguese. That's what he says. He said stupid keyboard and Portuguese. I am Portuguese. But anyways, appreciate you guys being here. Hit the like button, sub to the channel. Good luck with your teams, except for Liverpool. We're out, people. Take care. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.
Have a good one.